A complete dish with only 4 ingredients. Hey everybody, welcome back at Dinner with Dave. I got some comments like, Dave, you're not using fish. Why aren't you using fish? Well, I can explain it to everybody. I don't prefer fish. If I'm gonna go to a restaurant and they're asking me, sir, would you like fish or would you like steak? Of course, I would go for the steak. Not really liking fish, but it's no problem because I eat it, no problem, but just if I have the opportunity to choose, of course, I will go for the meat. But now my wife, my kids, they also want to have some fish now and then. So I've got the perfect ingredient for even the guys and girls who doesn't really like fish. It's an easy one with wild salmon. We've got some cauliflower, we've got potatoes, and we've got some creamy cheese. Doesn't really matter which one, it's just creamy cheese. Now, let's do it. Now let's start. First, boiling some water because we're gonna need it. The potatoes have to be cooked. Potatoes cooked. Grabbing myself pan, 1.5 kilos. Cut them small parts so they will cook really fast. So that's the water already boiling. And make small parts. Full whack. Get your boiling water. Get it in there. Let that sit. Get all the potatoes on the water. Salt. Get the lid up. That has to go for about 10 to 15 minutes. Now water is getting to a boil. We're gonna work on the cauliflower. I got myself a really big one and I'm not gonna need everything. So I just got what I need and the rest I will get into the freezer. First removing the leaves. And for me, a way to go, get yourself around the stem and cut everything away. Give it a twist. There we go, nice cauliflower. Now, how much do I need? I got myself a baking tin. I want to have the cauliflower nicely surrounded on the baking tin. Grab your knife, cut it. If you got the big ones, cut it in half. And the best way is just to leave it on the baking tray. Now small ones already. If it's too big, cut it in half. Really important, leave the stem on there. It will keep everything together. Small parts could also be added. This will do the trick. So I got my baking tin nicely covered with cauliflower. And Dave, what are you doing with the rest? The rest, I will take a Ziploc bag and get it in there. Put this into the freezer for if you're making soup or maybe if you want to have a small side dish. Always nice to have some extra cauliflower. Small parts, don't waste them. It's all flavor. We're gonna put it in a bowl. Put these ones in the bowl. There we go, we've got a big bowl here. Now I've got myself some creamy cheese. Remove the lid. For me, I'm using a glove I don't want everything really messed up. So, plastic glove, taking the creamy cheese and get it into there. You can also use a spatula for whatever you want. And mix it up with the cauliflower. Make sure everything is nicely covered. Now when that's done, we're going to take the baking tray and get the cauliflower into the baking tray. Don't forget to get all the nice little amounts, pieces out of the bowl. We want all the creamy cheese into the cauliflower. So at the bottom nicely covered. Time to add some herbs already. I want to use the sweet paprika powder. The thyme, well, thyme I'm already gonna get a little bit on here. Rosemary, because that really works out with the fish. Some garlic powder later for on the potatoes. And some parsley. Now this part is done, time to clean up. When that's all done, potatoes ready, they had a couple of minutes. We're gonna drain them. Be careful, hot. And give them a nice toss. And what's happening here, if you're gonna look at the potatoes, you can see all the small pieces coming apart. That will be nice crispy. So there we go. And now, get your baking tray and get the potatoes between your cauliflower. Oh, that's hot. Maybe it's better to do it like this. Because this is really hot, guys. Try to separate everything, get some potatoes like everywhere. In the corners, cover the cauliflower. Nice chunks of potatoes like everywhere. Now, seasoning, salt. You can be generous. Pepper. I've got some garlic powder, as I said. It's all adding to the nice flavor. And some sweet paprika powder. Now, in the meanwhile, got the oven full whack. Gonna take the baking trays with the potatoes, with the cauliflower, put it into the middle of the oven on full whack. I'm gonna leave it for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we're gonna add the fish. While the potatoes are in the oven, we're gonna cut the fish in bite-sized pieces. And you wanna have pieces from like 2 by 2 centimeters. So I've got some out of the freezer. Nice wild salmon. Nice bite-sized pieces. That preparation also done. Now 5 minutes before everything is ready. We're gonna take it out of the oven. We're gonna, oh, I need to get a glove because this is hot. I want to shuffle it. Oh, really hot. Nice crispy potatoes. Cauliflower, nicely done. We're gonna divide it. I'm gonna use the broiler for a while. So broiler is gonna be on. We're gonna take the pieces of salmon and we're just gonna put them between all the potatoes and the cauliflower. So all the pieces in. Isn't that looking great? Now back in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. Time to plate up. Oh, let's see guys, let's see. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Nice salmon, cauliflower, potatoes. We've got a little bit extra left for who's still hungry. Ladies and gentlemen, my cauliflower salmon dish. Now, time to give it a taste. First, crunchy potatoes with a little bit of the creamy cheese from the cauliflower. Fluffy on the inside, kind of crunchy on the outside. Wild salmon. After a few minutes, perfectly cooked. And the cauliflower. Oh, that creamy cheese. Really enchanting the flavor of the cauliflower. Awesome. Now, this was Dave from Dinner with Dave. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, of course. And we're gonna see each other next week. Bye bye.